ladies and gents, welcome back once again. All things covered. Patrick Peterson, Bryant McFadden here. Big time episode for you guys because it's recapping a win. So Pat P feeling good. I'm feeling good. Steeler Nation should be feeling good. It's time to tap into the big time bounce back game against the Tennessee Titans on a short week. Of course, an early look to week 10. Yes, the NFL season is moving extremely fast. We're currently getting ready to be involved in week 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That game is against a storied franchise, the Green Bay Packers. Week 10 matchup for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But before we talk about the Packers, we got to talk about what just happened this past Thursday night on the national stage. Pittsburgh taking care of their business against the Tennessee Titans. Stay tuned. Pat P. Steelers beat the Tennessee Titans 20-16. My prediction was 26-13, Steelers win. I wasn't that far off, right? I also had a prediction of a 400-yard gain for our offense. They didn't gain 400 yards, but they gained 326. I think that was the most we've seen from the offense the entire season. So that's a plus, right? That is a plus. Two stats I would like to point out before we get your thoughts. All 5 wins so far this season have been comebacks, right? You're the only team ever to have a winning record through 7 games despite being outgained in each matchup. I don't know how that's possible.
Mac, I tell you, crazy stats seem to follow me. Last year, I was on the most comeback wins or one-score wins in the NFL. This year, what would you say? We're the only team with a winning record
through 7 games to be outgained.
7 games despite being outgained. Outgained. All of them come from comeback wins. I don't know. You say you got the rabbit foot.
Yeah, y'all like the Iowa Hawkeyes in the NFL. Like y'all find a way to win, but it's ugly. you really ain't getting a lot of offensive production. You know, I don't know how y'all winning. I don't know. It's weird. I take it.
Find a way.
Boys are ugly.
Find a way. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting.
What I'm hopeful for is to eventually see y'all put it all together. Like if y'all winning ball games, not really putting it all together, just winning. I mean, at some point in time, the entire arsenal should be rolling on the same level. Because defensively, you talk about having 5 wins and 7 ball games. The defense has played a big part to that. You know what I mean? The defense has really done a phenomenal job. Once again, only allowing 16 points. You know what I mean? And there were some highs and some lows, but when you needed to make a play the most, you guys made plays. You know what I mean? Against a pretty hot quarterback that was playing with a lot of confidence based on his first start against the Atlanta Falcons, right? So it's been an ugly, hard watch, but you guys are currently above 500, 2 games. You're undefeated in the division, which is important. And, I mean, if the playoffs were to end today, Pat P, y'all in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Y'all in the playoffs. So when you talk about, having 5 wins all coming from comebacks, and, of course, we talked about being outgained, what does those 2 stats tell you about your team?
Man, it just tells me that we are a resilient group. We are a resilient bunch of guys that no matter what the circumstances are, when the ball is rolled out, we want to give ourselves an opportunity to win the game. As a defense, our goal is to not allow offenses to put points to score, meaning touchdowns. If they do drive the ball down there, we want to settle them for field goals or taking the ball away from them. And I feel like we've been doing a good job of that, as of late. We want to continue that going on throughout the rest of the season, because like you talked about, at some point we're going to have to put it together. And what great month it is to put it together in November. Separating yourself, starting to really define who you are as a football team. So I think we're trending in the right direction, and I think guys are understanding, what quality of play means, to the team, and just continue to fight to the end. I just really, really believe that Coach put us in a really good position in the mindset of fighting each and every second that we're out there on the football field.
Yeah, watching that ball game, ebbs and flows of the game. I love how the offense came out. I mean, I think that was our first opening scoring drive in the entire season. Marching down the length of the football field, 70-plus yard drive, 4 touchdown to Najee Harris. Then things kind of became a bit stagnant. And then, of course, in the fourth quarter, the offense showed a post once again. Defensively, you guys did a real good job. Penalties was an issue. Mike Tomlin clearly was annoyed with all the penalties, but you guys did a good job. Joey Porter Jr. Porter Jr. had a pretty not a pretty good game, a real good game for a young fella going against a potential Hall of Fame wide receiver. At one point in time, when you were wet behind the ears in the National Football League, you had the same mentality where you wanted to go out and cover the best opposing wide receiver.
Right.
And Joey came out at the end of the game in the locker room and let everyone know that he told Mike Tomlin, "I want 10." You know what I mean? I want DeAndre Hopkins. Hearing that and knowing that at one point in time in your career for such a long time, you were that guy. Did you hear him mention that to Mike Tomlin during the week, or you didn't really find out about that until you guys got into the stadium on game day?
Oh, well, I'm always in tune with the game plan, with the coaches and, the different positions that I'm going to be in, what we're thinking about, secondary-wise, call-wise, matchup-wise. So I already knew, what the matchup was going to be. And I was just extremely proud, for him to have that opportunity because, like I told Joey, in camp, in OTAs, like, this car is going to be yours soon. They're going to give you the keys soon, and whenever you're ready to drive, it's in your control. And, when I heard that, he had that mentality that we're going to put Joey on 10, I was like, hell yeah, let's get it, because at some point, he got to grow up at some point, you know what I mean? And if you want to set yourself apart from other guys, you look those type of matchups in the eye. You know what I mean? That's how you gain that household name. That's how you gain respect from your peers because you're running to the challenge, not from it.
Yeah.
So when I saw that we was gonna give Joey that matchup, I was so excited for him throughout the week, because I had an opportunity to have matchups against DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, Newt, as everybody call him, throughout my career. And just give little nuggets, of my experience, how it was when I was going up against him, how D-Hop is a very physical receiver. He's going to hand fight all the way down the field. He's one of those guys that, try to grab the defensive back shoulder pad, top of the shoulder pad, and try to get through his route. So just telling him that he got to be very stern and physical with his punches and his shoulders of being square and things like that. So I was just very happy to see him go out there and put up the performance that he had and the confidence that he had throughout the game. That's just going to do nothing but help him throughout this season and also his career.
Well, I had a personal request to you in regards to trash talking. I didn't really see you talk a lot of trash. I don't know if you got an opportunity. So did you? Yeah. And did you? Yes or no?
Nah, I didn't really have a real opportunity to talk trash this week.
Well, why you had on sleeves?
Because I wanted to protect my arms, man.
For what?
I got a little boo-boo on my elbow, man.
You had a bruise?
Yeah, a little boo-boo. Like a little.
When did that happen? Because you had on sleeves last week against Jacksonville too.
No, the week before. So on my bye week, man, I got a little on the beach.
I don't like that answer, but okay, cool. Secondly, the speed out. The speed out. The speed out. That's what's been a pick six.
Man, yeah. Talk about the speed out. On the speed out, I was expecting the ball to be honestly thrown a little bit lower because speed outs are not typically thrown high like that. So when I got my eyes around, if Eric can pull up the tape, my eyes came down low because, as you know, being a defender, a speed out is typically head level for the most part. Head level to stomach level. Not freaking out of the sky. I don't know if he was trying to throw it away because it was a duck too. But anyway, I get my head around. I was like, oh, shoot. My vision go high. My hand was already still kind of defending, trying to find out where he was. And then I saw the ball late, then knocked it out.
I don't like that excuse. I don't like it.
That's not an excuse.
It sounds like to me. It sounds like this excuse. I don't like it. I don't like your explanation. I don't like it. Pull up the tape. We gonna pull up the tape.
You don't think I didn't want an interception?
You know what I thought? You know what I thought? I said, he trying to show off. He tried to
I really was not trying to one-hand that. I really wasn't.
Okay. Because you got that in your blood a little bit.
I really wasn't. Go back and look at the tape. I swatted it down because I literally was expecting the ball to be eye to head level. So I was expecting to catch it like this here and go that way. So then when my eyes went low and I saw it late at the last second out of my vision, that's when I ended up just swiping it down. I
literally thought, I said, I already know Pat. He want to show off a little bit. He want to show his hands, ball skills, and he want to one hand.
That was not an attempt for a one-hand interception.
Okay. All right. I take your word for it, but you know who you are. You know you got that in you.
Yeah, exactly. But no, that was not an attempt. That was not an attempt for a win. So the one for the Cardinals last year, now that was a one-handed attempt.
I know you were trying to show off.
Yeah, that was a one-handed attempt.
That's the first thing I thought about when I saw that play. I said Arizona, he had a for sure book, but he wanted to try to stun on him and dropped it. And then I said, you know what he was probably trying to do? He was probably trying to get old highlight, catch it. Because if you would have caught it, you probably would have scored.
Yeah, I would have. But if you go back and look at it, I don't know if he was throwing the ball away or whatever, but it was a bad ball.
What happened was he saw you at the last moment when he was about to let it go.
Okay.
Because you was right, like he didn't anticipate you being right there where you was. Because if he threw it where it was supposed to go, it would have been a for sure pick.
So that's what I'm saying. So Mac, tell me,
floated it based on where you were.
Where out route, speed out supposed to be thrown?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right then.
I just thought you were trying to show off because that's do that.
I was not trying to show off.
You from Pompano, so y'all boys from Pompano like try to show off sometimes.
No, I was not trying to show off, man.
Okay. As I mentioned, Pat P, we didn't break the 400-yard mark offensively, but we did break the touchdown strike for Deontay Johnson, who had a huge game, by the way, man. He had 119 receptions without a touchdown, the second longest in the NFL. Get this, the last quarterback to throw him a touchdown was Big Ben.
Damn.
Big Ben was the last quarterback to throw Deontay a touchdown, and Big Ben has basically been retired almost 2 years now, a year and a half. That's the second longest.
Damn.
Yeah, second longest streak, not second longest in NFL history, not just active. That's in the entire history of the game to have 119 receptions without a touchdown. But
having my boy got in the box this week.
Yeah. And he's been, since being back from his injury, man, he's been a huge part to the offense. And talk about what he means to the offense. We know who we have, what we have in George Pickens when he's getting opportunities, but having Deontay back, what does that mean for the offense?
Man, that means a lot for us because, as you talked about, since he's been back, I feel like the offense has opened up a little bit more.
Yeah.
On those waiting downs, on third downs, getting GP a little bit more. I believe now with DJ being activated, now that's going to be able to open up GP from double coverage now. So now get him more involved into the game plan and into the game as well. But I'm just happy to see DJ get into the box. You can just tell he was so excited to finally get back in the box over how long you said?
119 receptions without a touchdown.
119 receptions without a touchdown.
Yeah, that's nice.
It was just, it was good to see DJ get in the box, and it's going to be good for the team, moving forward, because like we talked about early on in the show, November football, man, this is when you want to start continuing to trend in that right direction and start to separate yourselves from your opponent. So I think with DJ being activated and doing the things that he's doing, it's just making our offense that much more open for plays to be made.
And also, too, our offense, the rushing game, the running attack was huge. Offensive linemen did a great job. You talk about seeing Najee Harris get into the end zone. He had a lot of positive.
Roderick got to start to
at the right tackle.
Yeah.
One thing I like about Broderick, Pat, I'm very high on uniforms, how you look in your uniform.
Yeah.
Broderick got the pacifier mouthpiece hanging down like a skilled guy. He got the black spat with the tights coming up, showing a little piece of his calf muscle. His pants is cut like a DB because he got all his. He got the black wrist spat on his wrist as well. So when I see him out there looking like that, I say, look like he ready to put in some work.
Yeah.
And he was drafted to be a left tackle. But he mentioned, that Mike T said, man, we want to see you rep the right side. He said, I ain't asked no questions. When Mike Tomlin asks you to do something, you do it. It's for the greater good of the team. And he played some real good football. Our draft class, I've really been happy with.
Very pleased and happy with, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Herbig, with the opportunities, he's making the most of them. JPP is becoming a number one guy, right? Yep. Roderick clearly has a skill set. He's taking advantage of the opportunities, man. So you talk about the top three guys, man. And those are, I'm sorry, Keanu Benton. Oh, man.
Yes.
I can't forget about him.
Yeah.
He's been balling too. So the draft class is really, these young fellas are jumping in this fire and they're not blinking, in the words of Mike Tomlin. So Omar has done a good job, man. And that's something that, in regards to the future, the future is bright with this young draft class doing what they're doing in a half of a season, to say the least, man. So I like what I'm seeing. Like I was saying, the running game has done real good. Jalen Warren and little Mike Wade, that's what I call him. He heats up quick. And Kenny Pickett had some good moments. I just need to see that more. I need to see that consistency from Kenny, because there was a few passes that makeable throws that he just kind of airmailed a little bit. I wasn't really on point with his pass catchers. And one of the favorite Mike Tomlinism that I like is make routine plays routinely.
Yeah.
That's what everybody got to do. When you start making those routine plays routinely, man, you're going to be in good position, man. So everything came together. You got to win. You're back in the winning column. Outside of laying the egg against the Jacksonville Jaguars, you guys didn't lay eggs. You went and found some, and you cracked them, and you put them in the frying pan, and you made eggs, which is a difficult analogy for me because you don't like eggs. I don't know how I got there, but you don't like eggs.
No. Hey, did you see the poll on the bologna sandwich?
Yeah. What's your point?
Nobody eats that, bro.
Yeah, it is. It was Eric. Can we get a quick update? Because I don't want to do a recount like we're voting. But can we do? Because the last time I checked, it was like 50-50 or something like that. It wasn't really a big difference.
I sent it to you. It was 85 something.
It changed. Oh. You hadn't checked the updated polls.
I think Pat won this just like IHOP Cracker Barrel. I think Pat came out the winner in this one.
No,
thank you.
You didn't check the recount.
Thank you, people. Mac, you 0-2, man.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. It's not finalized yet.
Man, it's finalized.
People had negative things to say about you,
week ago.
And you don't like bologna, and you have never eaten bologna. You never eaten bologna as a kid.
No. I had bologna as a kid. I don't like bologna. I had it. I tried it. It was disgusting. It don't have no taste. That's like eating a hot dog.
You don't like hot dogs?
Beef hot dogs.
Oh, so you like beef hot dogs?
Yeah, I mean, if I eat a hot dog, I'm not like a fan. That's not like a go-to. But like if my kids want hot dogs, because my daughters like them, I might snag one. But I ain't eating no bologna sandwich. I tell you that.
Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese.
Oh yeah.
Tally 73% no, 27% yes. So
what? Thank you.
I don't know if it ever got close to 50-50.
No. Nobody don't eat that, man. Nobody don't even know what bologna is. Man, that can be.
It's a combination. It's a combination.
All type of stuff. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
All right. But you're not liking eggs is all the way weird.
Nah, because I had a bad experience, man, as a kid. That's why I don't like eggs.
What happened?
When I was 5 years old, man, my grandpa, he used to eat the eggs. I don't even know what you call sunny side. Like when it's white on the outside and it be cracking it's still yolk in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
So as a kid, I want to be like my grandpa. I'm like, yeah, I want grandma cook my eggs like grandpa. Scarred me, Mac.
You didn't like that yolk?
No, bro. I had the worst stomach. I still remember this, bro. I was 5 years old when this happened. I had the worst stomach virus.
Oh, you got sick?
Yes, I got sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You not all. I thought you were super weird, by the way. But
no, man.
You
so I
still a
got
little
sick,
weird,
bro.
but you ain't all the way weird.
Yeah, you can ask my mom, man. I was sick. I was down bad. I couldn't put nothing in my system, bro. And like I said, I still remember this since I was 5. This happened when I was 5 years old. So I was like, from now on, no eggs.
Well,
you can ask my wife. If we get shrimp fried rice, no eggs.
So you don't eat eggs with nothing.
Mm-mm.
Cobb salad, none of that. No egg.
Yeah, no eggs. No egg.
So what you eat for breakfast?
I don't really eat breakfast, but I like grits, bacon. They call me a carnivore. I eat grits, bacon, and some hash brown.
That's it. All right. Hey,
yes, sir.
Your weird eating habits is weird for you. Whatever floats your boat, you go ahead and
keep float my boat, my guy.
But I'm going to take. Can you please, when the season's over, I want to take you to a Waffle House.
Now you pushing it, man.
And we're gonna record it.
Man, you gotta tell them people they must clean their establishment before we get there, man.
I'm gonna take you to a Waffle House, man. We're gonna record it. We're gonna invite people to come watch us eat, and we're gonna do a survey.
What I said.
I hear what you're saying. I heard you.
Whatever establishment we're going to, you better inform them people.
Everything's
gonna be like that guy. I'm gonna be like the guy in who Atlanta hating right now for all the restaurant.
Oh yeah, the restaurant reviews. Yeah. I forgot his name.
Keith Lee.
Yeah, he got a bad little rep right now. It ain't real good for it right now, Pat P. Bad little rep. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get Eric to come down and we're gonna record everything, the experience. Light waffle. You don't get no eggs because you don't want no eggs. So you can get you some grilled chicken, some bacon, some potatoes, hash brown smothered and covered.
Right? I do remember this though, Matt. When you did take me to Waffle House, when I was in high school, when I used to train out with you, you used to get the All-American, right?
All-Star.
All-Star. It was this little, I can't remember what it was, but it was on like this Texas dough bread. It had steak and cheese.
Yeah, it was a sandwich.
Texas what is that?
Cheese steak melt.
So yeah, that's what I got when I did go with you.
Yeah, you got that sandwich. You ate that sandwich, boy, like that was your first and last meal.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Like that first and last meal. That Texas cheese steak melt. I don't know why you fronting like that, but you forgot where you came from. That was
man. That was my only time. That was my only time eating. And when I went into that establishment and I saw them people not cleaning their hands, man, and
I don't remember.
The waffle maker still got the old waffle maker. They clean it. They cooking everything with the same spatula. Do you know eggs? You cannot cook eggs with the same spatula. You can't cook spatula. Your eggs with the same spatula that you're gonna cook your bacon with, man. You can't do that, man.
Why not?
Because that's just almost like when you home, right? And you putting a raw steak on the grill. Are you going inside to wash off the fork?
It's not the same thing. It's not.
That is the same thing.
Dude, you talking about bacon grease, egg debris.
And egg debris. That's bacteria. Not bacteria. I don't even know what you call it, but I know that ain't safe.
Man, listen, that's part of the secret. That's an extra piece of seasoning.
No, man, that ain't healthy. You aren't supposed to be doing that, man.
That's not what
when I went to culinary arts school, you're supposed to clean your
that's what you're gonna hit us with when you went. Oh, okay.
You gotta clean your utensils.
Went to culinary school. I forgot. That's what he gonna hit us with. All right, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna hit us with. He went to culinary school, so okay.
Clean utensils.
Follow the rules. Hey, before we go to break, the recap. I mean, to preview the Packer game real quick, Pat P. 2 things I want to talk to you about. the tackle in the fourth quarter, big time fill by you, right? And your overall thoughts on Will Levis.
Will's
You remember the play? You was to the nub side tight end. They ran.
I remember the play nub side. Yeah, it was a speed
Tajay
trip.
Spears in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter.
Yep. I remember the play. That was the last drive.
Last drive. Yep.
Yeah, that was the last drive. Like you said, nub tight end. I don't know if he checked it to a run, but just something told me that I think they're going to try to run the ball here. And I ended up getting down closer alignment. And when the gap opened, because Alex had outside leverage on the tight end, so the tight end ended up blocking Alex out, and the hole ended up opening it up. And I had a clear view of the quarterback and the running back. I was like, oh man, I know it ain't RPO because we ain't got no receiver to my side. So he's looking right at me. So I was like, I gotta shoot my gap. Shot the gap, and then he ended up handing him off the ball, and I made a key tackle for us. But ultimately, the fourth down, we ended up getting holding or something like that.
Yeah, bad holding call. Hey, you felt better. You felt better knowing that you had the field to make that tackle against someone who wasn't Derrick Henry, huh?
Oh man, hey Matt. As a defender, when you in that moment, honestly, I didn't even I understood that that I had to make a play, but I wasn't even factoring in who was a running back because it was the fourth quarter and the play needed to be made no matter who it was. You know what I mean?
That was third down. Yeah,
that was third down. So if it was Derrick Henry, he was going to have to run me over. I was going to slow him down, be a speed bump, do something to have the other guys corral and tackle him. God dog it.
Hey man, it'll be like how Jaylen Warren did one of the defenders, man. He ran him over and kept going. He wasn't even a speed bump.
Yeah, man. Just as long as I try to get him down and the ref blow that whistle to make that ball dead.
And what are your thoughts on Will Levis, man? I was a little surprised with Will Levis. He looked pretty good. I felt like I didn't know what to expect because what he did against Atlanta was like surprising to everybody. You know what I mean? The 4 touchdowns, the big plays. We all knew about the arm strength. But the most important thing that I like from Will Levis outside of the arm strength is the emotion that he plays with, the energy, the juice. You got a chance to see him up close and personal against your defense on the road, man. It wasn't like he was blanking. He actually played pretty good football. What are your thoughts about the young fella, Will Levis?
Yeah, I feel like Will is going to be one of those household name one day.
Really?
I feel like he has the talent. I feel like he has the arm talent, the arm strength.
Yeah.
He has the charisma. I feel like that you need as a quarterback. Not in his locker room and obviously in his huddle.
Yeah.
You can just tell that the team, follows him. You can just tell that, the team is going to go as Will go. So I feel like he's really surrounded by some awesome, incredible talent with Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins, with a defense that can be stout at times, and also with the personality of the head coach and Mike Vrabel. So,
what's more important for you, Pat P? What do you think is more important for a quarterback to have elite arm strength or elite accuracy?
It depends on how your offense is structured, in my opinion. If you have a West Coast offense, I feel like you need an accurate quarterback. If you have a running gun, you want to push the ball down the field, you need a quarterback that has a strong arm. But if it was me, if I was building a team and I'm a GM, I want an accurate quarterback.
I'm right there with you. I like that too as well. Give me accuracy over arm strength and power.
Yeah.
Some of the best quarterbacks that we've seen play, either in person or just as a fan, most of those great quarterbacks are more accurate passers than power passes, power throwers. You know what I mean? So I'm right there with you. Accuracy is something, as defenders, man, I don't want you to be 100% accurate. Like,
right.
When you great at throwing that football, the ball location and placement like that, that's harder for us to defend. Now, if I know you got a strong arm, I already know what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You talking about being on the opposite hash, hitting a deep out on point in stride?
Yeah.
Those are tough things. But I think Will Levis has a bright future. You know how it is. It's about being consistent, stacking consistent performances on top of performances.
So tell me this.
What you got?
I got a question for you. How would you say, or how would you, I guess, grade a Josh Allen's arm? Is it more accuracy or strength?
Strength. Josh Allen is more strength. I'm not saying that he's not accurate. I'm not saying that, but he is more strength than accuracy. He has accuracy.
I agree.
His best skill set is his arm strength.
Arm strength. So yeah. I put Will in that same category.
With Josh Allen?
Far as his arm strength.
Yeah.
And his I don't know what his measurements are, but being on the field with him, it looks like his measurements.
What, 6'2"?
Yeah. How tall is Josh?
Josh about 6'4". He an avatar playing quarterback.
Yeah, so Josh a little bit taller. Yeah. But like his physique.
Oh yeah. Will hit bars and tries. Of a Josh. He out there on what's Muscle Beach out there in LA? What they call it?
Malibu?
No, where they work out outside? Levis 6'4", 229?
Hello. I thought he looked like Josh Allen out there.
Muscle Beach, Venice. That's what Will Levis. Will Levis hitting them bars and tries. I didn't know he was 6'4".
I thought he looked like Josh Allen out there.
You did. So Josh about 6'5". So they're similar. That's a good player comp. I thought Will Levis was about 6'1", 6'2". I was all the way off. He's 6'4", 229 at the combine.
And he put it together. Yeah, he looks like a big boy out there now. I thought so.
Yeah. Okay. High praise coming from our Pat P about the young fellow Will Levis. Unfortunately, you guys did enough to keep the young rookie quarterback over as a road starter in the National Football League. Before we let you go, we got to get ready for this Green Bay Packer preview. That's the next ball game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Is that home or away?
Home, baby.
Oh, that's alumni weekend also. Y'all got 3 home games in a row?
You coming this week or what?
No, I ain't gonna be able to come.
Why not? You're alumni.
I am, but I was just there in Jacksonville, and I'm planning on going to Florida State game.
That sounds like a poor excuse, man.
Did you send me my water?
Come on, man.
I just checked.
Let's go.
See if I get me another 48 case real quick. Packers preview, 3rd home game in a row for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pat P playing against the Green Bay Packers. Once upon a time, you was a part of that black and blue division in the NFC North. So do you still have some residual dislike for the Green Bay Packers? Do you still kind of hate them? Dislike?
I never really had any real dislike, towards the Packers. I don't have any real dislike towards any team.
So like
it was always a great matchup.
We're not gonna do that.
We didn't do very well when we played in Lambeau. They always kicked us in the mouth when we went out there to Lambeau for sure. But I don't know. It wasn't like, when I was in Arizona, I feel like the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks were like games, I got up for. Or, here I see obviously Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, you got to get up for.
You're gonna see that for Cincinnati also.
Exactly. So, and when I was in Minnesota, it was kind of like that, but it wasn't like that. Like the fans obviously take the rivalry very serious and things like that, but I didn't feel like it was the same coming from the team. You know what I mean? Because when you play in a certain team, it comes from top down. Like, all right, boom, it's Raven week, it's such and such week, or the intensity from everybody is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like in Minnesota, we just treat it like another game, in my opinion. So I don't know if there's real hate, or dislike towards them. I never experienced it. So like I said, I don't have a real dislike towards them.
I need you to hate them this week. I need all y'all to hate them this week. I need y'all to treat the Green Bay Packers like they Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati. That's it. Point blank. I need you to hate them. I need you to dislike them. And at the end of the day, you can like him a little better when the game is over. But I need you to hate.
I tell you what, no, you ain't got to worry about that. Coach T gonna put us in a great mindset to make sure that we're ready to go on Sunday evening at 1 p.m., my guy.
Listen, what has been one of the more memorable speeches or talks from Coach T in regards to getting y'all fired up? There's anything that might come to mind when, you know, he might give you guys a little speech maybe during the week or maybe that Saturday night before y'all go to bed? Is there like a speech that you like?
I'll probably go with the most recent one, just because I can just remember this one, you know, the most recent one vividly, and just talking about how both teams were structured.
What game was that?
Tennessee.
Okay, last week. Okay. What did he say?
Talking about how both teams were structured, you know, how both teams are built on, you know, trying to beat you up on a line of scrimmage. You know, we're really relying on a defense, you know, on turnovers. And I'll never forget, he was just like, I like bullying bullies.
That's what he said?
It resonated with everybody. It was like, okay, if coach on this, we all got to be on this. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I know coach is going to have a way or a saying or something to make sure that we're fired up and on the same page that he's on when it's time to kick that ball off.
Man, I'm going to tell you this much. It's such a pleasure for us as players. You know, you currently playing for Coach T, and I used to play for him because there are a lot of things that fans don't get a chance to hear. And I remember this was probably 2010. We were getting ready to play against Atlanta. And that's when they had, you know, Matt Ryan still playing at a high level, you know, Roddy White, Julio. I think Julio and everybody was a part of that team. So leading up to that ball game, that was week one. Mike Tomlin was kind of giving us his synopsis about the offense, talking to the defense. He said, now they got a prolific guy at the quarterback position in Matt Ryan. You guys know who he is. He said he's going to make plays. He's going to make plays. He believes in his arm strength. He believes in the guys that he's throwing the football to. So they're going to make plays. But there's going to come a time in this ball game, especially late in the ball game, where he is going to try to make a play. And we're going to give them certain looks for the entirety of the ball game. And when he sees it for the first 2 quarters or 3 quarters, he's going to believe it's going to always beat up. He said, but late in that ball game on Sunday, he is going to believe he's going to make the same plays he made the entire ball game. And that's what we're going to give. He said, I don't need y'all to be frustrated. Stay within the game. That is the battle. You got to stay within the game, because they're going to make plays. People are going to be crying in the stadium saying, what's going on with the defense? He said, trust me, because late in that ball game, he's going to think the same thing is there that was there for the first 3 ball games, first 3 quarters, and that's what we're going to get him. That's when we're going to officially put him in deep water and drown him. He's going to think he's drowning us for the first 3 quarters. In the first and late in the ball game, we're going to get him. Sure enough, they kept hitting us with deep comebacks, Pat P. Deep comebacks. We in fire zone, we in man, we in cover 6. Deep comebacks. I'm talking about like 20 to 25 yard comebacks. And you know, when you get to that 18 to 20 yard mark, you think it's a go.
Right.
Bend it off. Stop. Bend it off. Stop. Straight. So now you like, I want to go jump one, but boy, if I'm wrong, it's a touchdown.
Striking at the band.
We go into overtime. Our offense, no, they got the ball first out of overtime. The first 3rd down, Troy Polamalu tells me we're in a Ralph Larry concept, which is a cover 3 concept. It was like it could have been 2nd or 3rd down. Troy said, Mac, I'm getting your comeback. You replace me. Right? That was something that we already kind of talked about, but that's what we used to do within the game.
Right.
We already knew, like Coach Tomlin said, he's going to anticipate the same thing being there. So what I did was Troy was our hook guy, but he was doing it from a half safety look. I'm playing the left corner. Troy's a safety to me. He's being our hook guy, but we're making it look like cover 2, basically, right? They had the number 2 wide receivers running. We was streaking in the seam route. So initially, as the hook guy, Troy would probably hold it in a cover 3. So what we did was pre-snap, we started showing our normal cover 3. So now Matt Ryan is looking like, oh, either this is cover 3 or this cover 1. Regardless, I'm going to have action on that deep comeback. Because you know what I'm going to do is, if it's cover 3, I'm playing 2-1. Either I gotta play the difference of number 1 and number 2. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna take the seam. But because Troy was gonna place me as a deep corner, I'm gonna replace Troy and I'm gonna go get his seam, and he gonna get my comeback. Right? Mm-hmm. So lo and behold, we start just rolling into it. He looked like Matt Ryan think we got a cover 1, cover 3. We ended up rolling. Soon as the ball snapped, I'm running straight to the seam. Soon as the ball snapped, Troy takes off to go right underneath that comeback. Whew. Matt Ryan threw it, pick, game time. We win.
Wow.
And we came to the sideline, and we all had some of the same sentiments. Like, man, he told us, he said, this man going to try to keep doing it. He said, just be patient. Just be patient. And that's the unique instinctive ability of a guy like Mike Tomlin. Because I remember you said some things early in the year about what Mike Tomlin said during the week of and actually happened in the ball game.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, it happened every week.
What was it that you said about something about burning the house down? You remember they were going to try to burn the house down?
Yeah, who was playing? The Baltimore Ravens? It was like, man, on waiting down, they like to burn the house down and bring the kitchen sink. I'd be doggone. 3rd down and whatever. They had a blitz 0, and we took our shot. Bang!
Touchdown. George Pickens. Man, that's the unique ability of Coach T, man. The great coaches have that. The foresee things the week of and tell you about it that actually happens in the game. You just got to be mindful. You got to be mindful.
As a coach, it's my job to see around corners.
No question. If you can't see around corners, man, you ain't a good coach. Got a young quarterback once again, Jordan Love. Actually threw 8 passes combined in week 1 through week 17 versus the Vikings last year, both blowouts. He's been up and down. When you talk about a young quarterback, been up and down, not living up to the expectations. You know, you just played against a young quarterback in Will Levis. I know you haven't really seen too much of Jordan Love, and they will have a game. They play Sunday against the Rams. Will you check that game out, the TV copy?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Do you still watch football games with no sound?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to check out the Rams and see if you kind of pick up any signs?
Yeah, 100%.
You going to try to pick up some signs like Michigan? The freak Michigan doing? How you do that? But I don't understand that. Well, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I guess. Freak. Yeah, but you can try to see if you can pick up some signs of some offensive patterns, son, when they play against the Rams, Pat P, from your home?
I'm definitely going to be seeing how I can pick up some offensive patterns for sure.
Okay.
But I don't know about those signs because in the league, we don't have like them big-ass cardboards and stuff on the sideline. So I don't think
and everything's going through the mic.
Exactly. So I don't think there are many signs that I'll be picking up on. But I'll be watching the route concepts and the flow of the game and seeing how they want to get to certain concepts against, because the Rams they don't really play the same style of defense we play. Mm-hmm. They have similarities, especially in third downs. So that's basically what I want to see, how they are in the red zone in a third down concept, because those are the waiting downs. Those are the downs that really means a lot throughout a game. So that's what I'd be focusing on for the most part.
And this past Thursday, you played a lot as a safety. Is that something we should expect to see more of, especially with Micah, being out from you?
We'll see, man. It's something different every week, man. Every week I walk into that building, it's like, Pete, we need you to do this. We want you to do that. Like, sign me up for them all in, So I think it's honestly a week-to-week deal. I think it goes off how the offense present themselves to us as a defense, and they feel, well, the best position for me in this defense on position-wise on the field to help us be successful. I'm all for it, man. This is the most fun, that I've been having as a defensive back, because now I'm having the opportunity to play every position in the defensive backfield. Just not only being a left or right corner. I've been the penny safety, I've been the free safety, I've been the nickel, I've been corner. So the Steelers have really given me an opportunity to really flourish, my abilities to be, all over the field and be accountable, and to be a guy that you can count on to plug into all these different positions, because you just can't put any guy there. You have to be a guy that's trustworthy, a guy that, that's able to handle all the checks and calls and the different movements and things like that. So it's just been a blessing, and I'm happy that that Coach Tomlin have given me that opportunity and have the trust in me to put me in that position.
No doubt. So let's wait and see your role, but clearly you're gonna be moving around and against the Green Bay Packers, and this is another important ball game.
Clearly, huh?
Yeah, clearly you're gonna be moving around. Yeah, you're everywhere right now. So just make sure you stay on that hash though. When you're in that half safety, you got a little too wide one time.
When?
In the fourth quarter, when they were trying to hit y'all with them seam routes.
No, man, we was in cover 2.
Yeah, you got a little too wide. You got to stay on that hash.
What do you mean cover 2? I got to be bottom of the numbers, bro.
You had 2 wide receivers.
Exactly. I'm supposed to be bottom of the numbers, 2 yards bottom of the number. The middle runner is supposed to be in the middle of the hash. He don't supposed to be leaving the paint. I ain't blaming nobody. I'm just talking about assignments.
Okay.
As a 2 deep safety, 2 yards, 12 yards, 2 yards. The bottom of the numbers, both safety with the middle runner, never leaving the paint.
Okay,
That's
Coach.
the structure of the defense.
Okay, Coach. Well, you know what time it is. It's prediction time. Dang it. Prediction time. All right, Pat P.
Talk to me.
Dang, I need to stop betting on college football because this ain't good. That's just annoying.
Man, college football is horrible for your health, man. It's too many points and it's too.
You only saying that because LSU suck. That's why you saying that. You weren't saying that in 2019. When y'all had Joe Burrow and
no,
Chase.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about betting wise. Like it's hard. Like I don't know. Like these games are too unpredictable. I don't know why you would bet on these games.
Because I'm an expert.
You ain't no doggone expert.
I'm an expert. Mm-hmm. Now I've shown that to you and all our listeners and viewers. I know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna say what game over there is, but they gonna end up covering for me. Watch. Dang it. They might give him a touchdown just as I speak. Shut up. All right, prediction time. Prediction time. Third home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's important to be at least 2-1 in this 3-game stretch at home. You would like to be 3-0, but of course you already took a loss. All right. So I gave you guys 2 predictions last week for the Titans ball game. That we were going to have 400 yards total offense and we were going to win. We had 326, so we was off a few yards, but we won. So this time, I'm going to give us 3 predictions, right?
Oh.
The first prediction is the Steelers are going to win 21-13, right? That's my score prediction. Eric, jot it down. 21-13, Steelers win. My second prediction is we will surpass 400 yards total offense. Kenny, Pickett, George, Najee, Jalen, Deontay, and hold on. Before I get to my third, can we please start throwing the ball to Darnell Washington? This is a personal issue that I have. Darnell Washington is a matchup problem. We've seen this man at Georgia catch passes and route people up. Why every time he's just only blocking?
He caught a pass last week.
A pass? That's one. Anytime in the red zone, split him out wide and say, bruh, it's a rebound. 2 things happen. You catch it or incompletion. But help me understand why we're not doing that.
It's going to happen, Mac. I'm telling you, it's going to happen,
It's about to be week 10.
Yeah, man. Mac, it's going to happen.
Oh, man, no. I need it to happen now. It's simple logic. If you play a sport and one guy is bigger and taller than the person that's going against him, you give him the opportunity to either put a basketball in the rim or to catch a football. Pat P, you're a defender. You wouldn't want to see 80 out there, and you already knew what they're going to try to do. You're like, oh, shoot. Well, I got to time this because if I don't time it, he's going to catch it. Right? He run 4.6. He's 6'7". In cleats, in a helmet, he actually look like he's 6'10".
Yeah.
And he got a stride. Why is he a 6 tackle for us? A 6 offensive lineman?
It's gonna happen, Matt.
Pat, you keep I need it to happen Sunday. Please.
Next Sunday.
Please. The man deserves more than 1 target. I understand George want more targets. That's deserving. He's supposed to get at least double digit. But Darnell Washington shouldn't just be a blocker. Can we please get him involved in the passing game? All right, on to I gave you 2 predictions already.
2 predictions. You're on your 4.
21-13.
21-13, 400 yards offense.
And Jordan Love is going to throw 2 interceptions. Pat P's up to you if you get one of them. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yep, that you don't. You gave your prediction now. The rest is up to us.
Yeah. Jordan Love is going to throw 2 interceptions. Pittsburgh's going to win. I got to wait a whole week to be right, but I can patiently wait. Pittsburgh going to win 21-13. Offense will have 400 yards total offense. I hope y'all throw the ball to Darnell Washington offense. Matt Canada, if you're a fan of the show, please get 80 involved. Please. And Jordan Love's going to throw 2 interceptions. If you want to get one, Pat P is up to you. I can't catch you. That's it. That's my prediction. Those are my 3 predictions. I'm sticking to it. Also, 2, Thursday night, I said Mike Tomlin was going to cover the spread, and he covered the spread. So before I let you go, y'all got any more primetime games?
We got another Thursday night, but I'm just hearing that that's possibly a flex game. I didn't know that. I thought the Thursday night was scheduled, that it was automatically scheduled, but apparently I'm hearing that's a flex possibility game, but we'll see.
So check this out real quick before I let you go. There's a stat about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, since 2007, he is 50-27 in primetime games, second best in the National Football League, second best. Mike Tomlin has won 7 straight primetime games. He's covered 6. Well, he's won 6, yeah. So he's won 7 straight because before Thursday night, he won 6 straight primetime games, and he covered. He had 6 straight covers on primetime stages, and he outright won 5 of them. So long story short, bet on Mike Tomlin Pittsburgh Steelers in primetime games. That's the last thing I'm gonna let you guys go. That's for all you gamblers and guys. Right. Thank you for tuning in. So I don't know if Sunday ain't gonna be a primetime game, but we're gonna win 21-13. So whatever the spread is, take the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover that spread because the spread will be more than 8 points. And 400 yards total offense, somebody gonna catch 2 interceptions. Either one of y'all gonna catch 2 or 2 of y'all gonna catch 1. It's up to you, Pat P, if you want to do it. And if you catch a pick, this what if you God, they don't let them score. I gotta turn the TV. If you catch a pick Sunday against the Green Bay Packers, we definitely going to Waffle House.
Why we gotta go to Waffle House off my success? I don't want that.
No, because I gave a prediction. So my prediction is kind of good luck for you. So if you catch a pick Sunday, we go to Waffle House right when the season over.
We'll see.
Either you don't catch a pick, we don't go to Waffle House.
I plan on catching the pick. Like I need to catch a pick.
So we go to Waffle House.
We'll see.
And we go to Waffle House. They might want to sponsor our show. Who knows? I would love that. I would take unlimited waffles like quick.
I know you would.
Huh?
I know you would.
Pat, don't drop a pick so you don't go to Waffle House.
Nah, I ain't doing that now.
So you catch a pick, we go to Waffle House?
Yeah.
And we invite some fans of the show to Waffle House. Okay?
Yep. I'm with it.
I can't. So you catch a pick against Green Bay, we go to Waffle House, right?
Yeah, we go to Waffle House.
Y'all hear him. If Pat P catch a pick Sunday against Jordan Love, we're going to Waffle House and he's going to order a dish. He's going to order a dish. You got to eat in there, Pat P. Don't try to be slick. You think you slick. You think you just going to go. No, I ain't. No. I know you, bro. I know you. You going to order food and eat it. You think you slick because you like, yeah, Mac, I told you to go to Waffle House.
I order meal food. I order me a dish. I'll eat it. We'll record it. We'll have some fans there. However many fans you want us to come on your tab. And yeah, we good.
Ooh, that ain't part of the wager.
That is part of the deal.
Ooh. My check don't have that Pittsburgh Steelers helmet on it.
My stomach might not have the doggone. I need some Pepto-Bismol or something.
We have that on handy. You're gonna get what you used to get in high school, the Texas cheesesteak.
Oh man, what we're gonna do is, since you want me to come to Waffle House, this is on you. So you get us 2 fans there.
Okay, yes. 2 fans, randomly picked fans at our nearest Waffle House during the off season. You got to catch a pick. You catch a pick. Now, if you catch 2 picks,
I go to Waffle House. It's on you.
If you catch 2 picks, I'll take you to Waffle House twice.
No, I want to go to Waffle House twice. I want to go to Waffle House twice.
You catch 2 picks, I'll get you some Sprite, tropical Sprite.
There you go. That sounds better.
You catch 1 pick, we're going to Waffle House on me. You catch 2, I'm gonna send you some tropical Sprite.
So this whole deal is on you for the most part.
I don't care. I want 2 picks and I want to win.
Me too.
If we got to do this every week, we're gonna do it every week.
I'm with it.
Now, if you catch a pick, you know I'm gonna run it. You know how I am. I like the trend. You catch a pick, we're gonna run it back again. Something else. Y'all heard them here. I know exactly what Waffle House we're going to too. I already got it planned. Yes, sir. All right, Pat P. Make sure you watch the game with no sound. And
I will.
I'm about to turn my game because they about to have. You're right. I got it.
I'm telling you, man, leave them college games alone, man.
No, I probably won't.
I know you're not. You're not.
I'm not gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna keep going. Run it back. Hey, ladies and gents, thank you once again. All things covered. Patrick Peterson, Bryant McFadden, recapping the Tennessee Titans game, previewing the Green Bay Packer game. 3rd straight home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Green Bay Packers. That's the next matchup for our Pittsburgh Steelers. Keep stacking win on top of win. November football, as Pat said, is very, very critical to postseason play. So let's keep it going. Till the next time, tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave us some positive comments. See you when we see you. Peace.
Peace.